Hello everybody, and welcome to another Ikoria draft. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below if you do have any questions or feedback, and if you would like to catch me streaming live, you can find me on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Without further ado, let's dive on in. Okie doke, so we have opened up a pretty cool pack. Song of Creation is a sweet card. I don't think it's very good in Limited. Hello, the Seeker. Hello, Joe Fritz. I don't think it's very good in Limited. It's just too unreliable. You kind of have to cast this when you're empty-handed, and then you kind of chain some things together, and then you just run out of stuff to do, and I just don't think it's a very good card overall. Hello, Fixzingo, and Blue Spirit Lady, and Menelaus. Other than the Song of Creation in this pack, there's an Archipelago, which is one of my favorite uncommons. It's just such a good card. Very powerful stuff. Chat is telling me to take Bastion. Grim Dancer is also quite nice. I think in this pack the uncommons are really the best three cards. I think I go Archipelago, followed by Grim Dancer, then Bastion, or maybe Bastion slightly better than Grim Dancer, but I think Archipelago is the best of these three. And then Song Creation's like way after those. I think I'd even take a Marmoset over this one. Though I could take like Bastion and then try to wheel this Whisper Squad, which could be a cool strategy to try out. I have played a lot of Archipelago decks. Yeah, let's try it. Rewarded immediately. Yes. I think Archipelago would have been a better pick, like technically speaking, but I have only played the Humans deck like once, and so it'll be cool to try it out. And Bastion can be a really cool card, especially if we get some Whisper Squad, so we're gonna try and wheel the Whisper Squad. Hello, the Yarnicle. Bastion plus Weaponize. Oh, and play like Black Red Sacrifice? Ooh, that could be really good. I like that even better than the Dire Tactics. Though there is a Day Squad Marshal in this pack, and I think Humans might wheel. Maybe Bastion's better with Weaponize. I don't know. It's hard to say. I haven't played a true like Black Red Sacrifice deck, I guess. I feel like Dire Tactics is going to be a better card, and Weaponize might wheel. Yeah. Same thought. Another Weaponize. Third pick, Parcel Beast. Unfortunate for sure, but we're not really even remotely close to a Parcel Beast deck. So we'll just give the person to our left that deck, and then we'll take like a Pacifism. Parcel Beast, third pick, is a nice card, though. Just so far from what we're trying to do. I do like Night Squad Commando a decent amount. Yeah, we're just going to take the Pacifism here. And now Divine Arrow. I like that card quite a bit. Looks like blue-green would have been relatively open as well. But you take what you can get sometimes, and in the name of experimentation. I like Coordinated Charge here. Works well with a lot of the go-wide stuff. It might look like I'm passing up on really powerful like Mutate stuff, but I think that these cards that I'm taking are still pretty powerful with Pacifism, Divine Arrow, top white commons for sure. Yeah. This card's pretty good. More great blue stuff, but we're just going to take Perimeter Sergeant. Get another Human. Blade Banish would be solid, maybe. Dang, this deck is going off the rails a little bit. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Well, this is insane. I think Ozolith is pretty bad. Doesn't look like black is very open. We're just going to take the Archipelago at this point. It's beating us over the head. There just like isn't any reason to stick with it. Now we'll just take Frostlings. Just try to get into blue now. Yeah. No, Menelaus. It's just generally not a great strategy. I don't think anyone's playing blue in this draft. Alert Heat Bonder could be fine. Basically, the odds of you playing against the opponent and having that card be relevant are so low that it's always worth just taking a card that's going to be good for your deck. Well, hey, this guy wheeled. Well, it looks like we're abandoning black, other than maybe a splash. We wheeled Archipelago. We had to give up on like Parcel Beast and some good green cards, but we could just take a Brushwag here. And now a mole. Fully grown. Yeah, this is kind of nutty. To end up in blue-green after all that is kind of insane, but we really tried to soft force there, which is where I just like see a strategy that I haven't really played, try to play it. Hello, Venestin. But we got Kogla here. We have a pretty good green-blue deck that's maybe going to splash white. If we'd started with Archipelago, we'd have an extra like couple good cards, but you know, our deck is relatively solid anyway. And Kogla's a really nice pickup. If this wasn't in the pack, I think I would take Gust of Wind. No, I would just take Great Horn if this wasn't in the pack. Then I'd take Gust of Wind, then maybe Wolf Bear, and then Evolving Wilds. Mythos of Vadrock. Huh. It's a weird pack. Doesn't really have anything good in it. Like, Mythos is a great card, but we're not really even remotely close to red. There's just so many good red cards. Drana Stinger, Rumbling Rockside, Mythos. We're not really close to being a white deck anymore. We'll just take the Evolving Wilds to help us splash these two cards. Ooh, yeah, we're so far away from that. We'd have to be like a base black deck for that to work. Let's just take Of One Mind over Checkpoint Officer. It's not a great splash. And Of One Mind is going to be fine. We have a Facet Reader already for a human. And a Heat Bonder. I don't think I'm going to get very good cards this pack because I did pass a lot of good cards. This is double white to splash. What else would I take here? I could take Whirlwind of Thought. Doesn't really work well with my whole strategy. I could just take a Trap. Or I could just take Whirlwind of Thought and maybe splash red as well. I could splash both parts of it. Two colors on it. I guess we'll just take... I've actually been thinking about trying Sudden Spinnerets as a trick. It seems like it could do good work against the decks that have like Snare Tacticians that like tap down your guys. As I said, I don't think I'm going to get many cards this pack because I was kind of passing a lot of good blue-green stuff last pack. Glimmerbell's a nice pickup. You've been blown out by its Squirrel Opposition? Yeah, it definitely seems like the type of card that could do that. This is a good pickup though. We need more 2-drops. It's a good thing to mutate onto with our Archipelagors. Having an Alert Heat Bonder makes me less sad about playing like 3 mana 2/4 Vigilance. Like the other one that exists. Death's Oasis isn't the worst card. I have been pretty impressed by Honey Mammoth though. I have a lot of top end though, so I probably don't need that. I probably should just take an Aegis Turtle. But this is one of the better cards at like stopping the aggressive decks from running you over. Got another Evolving Wilds, perfect. And now Lead the Stampede or Gust of Wind. How many creatures do we have? 10 creatures. Yeah, let's get a Gust of Wind then. And we get the Mosscoat Goriak back. This is the card I was talking about. We'll probably just play this. It's a fine stat line, 3 mana 2/4, and we do have this other Vigilance payoff. Gaining an extra life can be quite relevant. We're not playing Whirlwind of Thought right now. We settled into our colors a little bit late, but it's going to be fine. Survivor's Bond, not the end of the world. We actually have 2 humans, so this could be fine. We could have taken... I don't know. I'm willing to experiment on things like this Bastion because it's a good one to test out when it works. We started things off kind of interestingly, but we found a lane relatively late. Probably should have seen the Parcel Beast as a signal, but I'm not super sad. Yeah, and then we just open like another bomb rare in our colors. Feels good. We even have like Kogla to hit off of it. We don't have anything else that's really good. Now I actually would play like a, what's it called? A elephant, because that's a really good hit. But yeah, just jamming the Gyruda. And following it up, we can get either a Farfinder or a Migratory Greathorn. Farfinder's gone down in my pick order a little bit because it is kind of clunky against the faster decks. Not that it's a bad card by any means. I think I'm just going to take the Greathorn though. It ramps me up to my big top end a little bit faster. And if I mutate onto the with Ikoria, I tap 2 things, which is nice. So yeah, I'm just going to take the Greathorn here. Now there's an Ominous Seas, which I don't think really fits into blue-green. We don't have extra ways to draw cards other than like 1 Gust of Wind, so we're just going to take an Essence Scatter here, which has been really impressive to me. And then just maybe wheel this Goriak, which I would probably play. Don't really want that, but I will happily take another Essence Scatter. Even though we don't have a ton of ways to use it, it's just another 2-drop that can help stall the game a little bit while we hit our land drops and get to the late game. And now there's a Heron. We really did find the open colors by the end of this one. I think we'll be pretty happy if we wheel that other Goriak, because gaining some extra life with this card is going to be quite nice to helping us stabilize. Wingfold Terron. Do I want it? I kind of just want Gust of Wind. I think I'm just going to take that. I haven't played a Wingfold Terron a single time in this format. I think I am just going to take the Terran. I want to make sure I have another even converted mana cost card to hit off of my guy, and I do already have a Gust of Wind. Now we'll take Avian Oddity, I think, over Wilt. And Humble Naturalist is a great pickup. Fully Grown, probably not going to play a second copy of that one. I don't want 2 Aegis Turtles, I'll just take another Divine Arrow. Come on, Goriak. So we have 1, 2, 3 ways to get our white source, so we only need 1 Plains. How good do I think Hammering Snare is? Not very good. I don't really take it ever. Yay, we got back Goriak. I think we'll play it. Facet Reader, sure. Probably not going to play this, though. Bristling Boar. I am Freakhorn. We made it. Okay, so cards that are looking clunky. Not playing a second one of those. Not playing Survivor's Bond. Probably not playing the Terran. I don't think we want Facet Reader. We just have a lot of expensive cards. We'll be fine. I haven't been super impressed by Facet Reader. It's just a little bit clunky. I could see playing 2 Plains. Probably just gonna need 1 though. You just missed the draft portion, Isaac Newton. Probably going to play Sudden Spinnerets over the Fully Grown. Probably don't need the Terran. Probably don't need the Aegis Turtle. Yeah, I probably want the Aegis Turtle. I'm gonna cut the Mole. The Mole's problem is it messes with my... I can probably just still play the Mole. It's a fine card. Just a 3-mana 3/3. Kogla's awesome, yeah. I guess I already kind of have this little Vigilance package that I'm running instead. I don't know. I think this is going to be a fine card draw option. We already have a Humble Naturalist to sometimes make it cost less. So this is like pretty much my curve. Avian Oddity's a little bit suspect, but it's fine as a 2/3, 4-mana 2/4 sometimes. I could see cutting one Divine Arrow. I could also see adding a Facet Reader in. I don't love Facet Reader all that much. I mean, I think we cut a Turtle. Seems fine to me. I like it. This Terron is interesting to consider. But I just like having another 2-drop. Oh, I have more blues than greens. I just want to cut a plains for another island. There we go. Now that I only have 2 white cards, I'm fine with this. I seem to always end up with Gyruda. It's really good. I have a decent number of even cards to hit off of it. Yeah, this is going to do it for the build. I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to take a brief moment to shout out all of my patrons, especially those who support at the credits level. Your support helps me continue producing high-quality content on a consistent basis, and if you would like to join the Patreon community and unlock some pretty cool rewards in the process, be sure to check it out at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Even $1 a month goes a long way. Thank you so much to all of my patrons, and without further ado, let's get to the matches. Welcome to round 1. We're playing against a Ikoria deck, so it's not red-white cycling, which is nice. Or at least that's what we suspect. I decided that I was going to just like stop worrying about losing to red-white cycling because it's like just a deck in the format that you face sometimes and you can't beat them all. And if I'm going to be playing a value deck, I just have to accept that I lose to that type of thing sometimes. Facet Reader looking good. Gonna start gaining some life. Next turn we can Frost Links plus one mind because we have a human and that would be our non-human. Yeah, exactly, Isaac Newton. I decided to stop worrying about it. Okay. The extra life points really do add up. Oh, that was such a good draw. And I can destroy Primal Empathy when I attack with Kogla. They can keep putting counters on Fertilid if they want. Oh, I'm so glad they chose that guy. I can kill that with Kogla. It's fine for me. Sure. Not the end of the world. They did stop me from getting a pure like 3-for-1, but we're gonna get to loot with our facet reader now. This extra life gain really does help in certain matchups. Got the win. How many mythic spots do we go up? I guess we'll... Boom, we went up over 100. Feels good. See you in the next round. Welcome to round 2. 48%. That's a pretty low within mythic, but like obviously being in mythic is still hard to do. But yeah, you start off in top 1,000. I always feel like it's a buy when someone plays something like a Scoured Barons, because white-black is an easy matchup for like all the decks I like to draft. We're just gonna get our guy out. Yeah, it is great to see my family. If they want to use removal on it, I'm fine with that. Sure. Represent Essence Scatter at the least. Dark Bargain is normally pretty bad, but here it's okay. Yeah, it was more for experimentation, Blue Spirit Lady. I don't know if the good, like, actually a good archetype or not. We're gonna save the Avian Oddity. We have a lot of big things to get flying. It's been pretty noticeable, Isaac Newton. I mean, I don't play against like bronze players anymore, which definitely hurts my win rate. Ah, giving the lifelink creature lifelink. I see what you're up to, my opponent. It depends on your win rate, Space Toad, I think. I'm not 100% sure, though. Good for me. That was a sick blowout. I've been wanting to try sudden spinnerets. I think it could be better than it looks. I got really wrecked by the 1-minute combat trick in white, the one that just puts a counter on something. Gaining 2 life a turn is nice. It'll give me time to find my good cards. Heat Bonder's doing work. Like, even if they play a big threat, I can just kind of sit tight for a little bit. I don't have any haste creatures, so I'm just gonna... Booyah, here comes Kogla. Now I can protect him. I guess I should have played the land before so that I could protect him. But I can just bounce the Heat Bonder. Yeah, I think they... I'm not sure if they remove ranked draft as an option at some point. Yep. Got the win. Feels good. Number 658, we moved into another bracket of hundreds. Feels good. See you in the next round, folks. Welcome. We're going to keep this hand. If you're wondering what chat's going on about, and you're watching on YouTube, I just asked them before I started recording who they'd like to have on as guests. So let me know in the comment section down below if you have any guests you'd like to see. I can't make any guarantees, but I can always do my best. Going optimal / Ryan Spain. Good ideas, folks. Good ideas. How about Marshall Sutcliffe? That's a good one as well. Next turn I can go like Pacifism plus Heat Bonder or something. Great ideas so far. There's been Merchant requested, Legend VD. They liked Ben as a guest, Lords of Limited as guests, Reed Duke and Newmouth the Nummy. These are ambitious guests, folks, but I like the ambition. Ambition is good. Okay, yeah, we're gonna pacify that thing. Gabby Sparts. They can essence scatter this, I'm fine. Whew, lots of great suggestions, folks. Caleb Gannon. Yeah, Caleb Gannon, I have reached out to him before and he didn't sound very interested at the time, but maybe things have changed. Gabriel Nassif is great. Oh man, if he could be a guest, that'd be awesome. I've yeah, watched his stuff for a while. You know him. Nice, Vineston. I mean, I'm actually a moderator in Gabe's chat. Oh, you're a poker player. That's sweet. Oh, that extra life gain. So satisfying. I think we're going to play this guy before the Dreamtail Heron, just to get that extra life gain, and also making this into a flyer is kind of nice. Mark Rosewater. That would be a tricky one. I like the ambition, though, on the Mark Rosewater request. They have a lot of cards in hand because they haven't really cast many spells. They also they just cast the draw too, I guess. Okay, there goes Bristling Boar. A grassroots letter write campaign. I have a feeling they might have Forbidden Fire Prophecy here. Nope. We're just gonna cast this guy. I'm fine if they counter it. Dang. I'm glad I didn't mutate. Just gonna hang tight. I don't know why I played that land when I was holding it before. I guess because I have of one mind in the deck. Oh no, I already cast that. Huh. They have multiple Sea Dasher octopuses. That's hilarious. Octopi, I guess. A heuristic. I do love the word heuristic. I like obviously over, they're gonna have to chump block. And Almighty Brushwag actually is terrifying for them here. Heuristic. Probably if you feel like your opponent either can't kill the creature, if you need the ability for it for some reason, or you're going to get some significant value, I would mutate. Not a 7/7 trampler. I wanted to make them chump block that turn. And this thing is scary just as a 4/4 trampler. Like now I have 2 lethal threats. This card's also really scary with Divine Arrow that they don't really know about. Okay. Okay, opponent. I see how it is. See you later, Space Toad. They have a lot of mana, so they can make a couple 1/1s. Gonna be awkward here. Real awkward. This last point of damage is going to be really hard to get through because this guy's a bummer. Now I'm wishing I had a 7. I mean, I guess they would have had they would have traded with the trample guy anyway. And they still would have had this. They just wouldn't have a 7/7. This is my chance. That's a bummer. That was my chance to kill it, and the keep safe really owned me. I need to draw my Kogla to kill that now. Ooh, sudden spinnerets would be amazing. Yeah. Do I have any direct damage in my deck? I don't think so. This card's irritating. I already used my Dreamtail Heron. Oh, this is a bummer. You know what could be good is another Archipelagore. I'm not favored from this spot, even though they're at 1, but I'm not, like, completely screwed either. I do have outs still. Kogla would be an amazing draw. There we go. As long as they don't have a counter here, we're going to win. We can even give Indestructible by returning our Naturalist. That's why we played our land. We could have tapped the Naturalist, but I just figured it'd be better not to, because now we can potentially just get him. Kogla coming in clutch. Also, this life gain was super important. Heatbonder's doing work. Harambe to the rescue. We're just gaining 3 life a turn for basically free. Ooh, got there. Let's see where we go to in Mythic. Ooh, we went up over 100 spots. Nice. See you folks in the next round. Welcome. We're going to keep this hand. It's kind of sketchy, but we're on the draw. We have good spells. Facet Raider, Glimmerbell, which we can cast. Hello. Oh, that was a great draw. Not as good as a Forest would have been, but you know. My deck is very obliging, it seems. Now we can double spell. We're going to get some pressure out before we just get our 2 guys down. Probably deciding whether to kill this guy. Oh. Well, that makes things easy on me. Sure, they get the counters and stuff, but we need a Forest to be able to play Kogla next turn. Let's do this guy. We don't have anything too crazy to loot, but we do have a decent number of mutators we could draw. And having this guy in play as a good target for it is good. Yeah, I guess they needed that island pretty badly. Coggle is vulnerable for this turn, but it's worth getting him out, I think. Not going to wait for 2 more land drops to play my absurd card. And if he survives this turn, he's going to be alive forever. At least from stuff that he can be indestructible from. I hope they capture Sphere him. That would be amazing. Because I could untap him. Yeah, that's not a capture Sphere. Four, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a bummer. It was a fine top deck. It's called, dang, what's it called? It's called Cardboard Live. Whoo, top 500, let's go. Going first, we'll keep this hand on the play. It's not the greatest hand, we don't have green mana, but we have a Divination on the play. Scorpion A. 3, 4, 5, 6. If they don't have a 2-drop here, we're going to be in great shape. Yikes. Gonna get a human into play just to stop this thing. Also, I'll cast this for 1 mana in a couple turns. I would love to draw Heat Bonder right now. So this thing's going to be cast for 1 mana next turn, probably. Dig for another land to cast our Gyruda. I'm fine with that. They're not playing a creature to the board. I really want to get Heat Bonder into play. If I don't draw a land to cast Gyruda, I'll play Heat Bonder into One Mind. Start gaining back to life. Every life point matters against Drannith Stinger. Well, I'll take this, I think. I can even activate it. Ah! Shoot, what do I have in the deck? I have Kogla. So I'll get that if I can manage it. And I have Archipelagors. No! Mutual destruction. Bummer. Ouch. If they do make me discard a card, I'll get rid of this guy. I hope they just play like a big creature this turn, or like something like that. Like I don't want them to kill my Heat Bonder. The life gain is valuable. That's the first time I've been got by this combo, which is kind of weird because I thought I'd be got by way more. Oh, Fiend Hunter's back. Yikes. Hold up a green mana, perfect. Next turn I can mutate this on, tap 2 more creatures, swing for the win. Sudden Spinnerets has been really good. I think the thing with combat tricks is when your opponents don't expect them, they can do really good work. Facet Reader was actually a key part of that because I tapped the Naturalist and held up green mana, so they probably just thought I was trying to keep Facet Reader mana up. Which, to be fair, was my backup plan, but... Ugh. If they just play a couple creatures here, they're dead. Sure. Okay. Boom. Got the win. Whew. Wow, what a jump. What a jump indeed. I'll see you folks in the next round. Welcome. We have another good hand here. This Evolving Wild is going to get the plains. Perfect. Don't even have to worry about it. Then we're going to go Naturalist. Because, I mean, we just have so many more forests in the deck. They are a Yorion deck. So we're not going to pacify anything until Yorion hits the field. We'll get Whistling Borer out. And start pressuring. That's so good for me. Or at least it's reasonable for me. We don't have a lot of spells here. So we're just going to trade these. Pacify the Yorion. Sure. If they have Death Touch, I'm going to really want to kill this one. Okay, that's perfectly fine. They probably have a kill spell. Oh no. You know what would be good here? Sudden Spinnerets. $17. Pretty standard. Now we can pacify the Yorion. So we're taking 4 turn. We have to do this. It's not the greatest. Yeah, just a rough game. We drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spells. And they just have like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess this was a free spell, so. Well, one last ditch effort here. Flyer got me, though. Hello, Grafenkaiser. Close one for sure. Oh well. Ugh. Feels bad, man. Another round and another keep. I mean, your deck seems pretty solid too. I mean, it's not all luck. I mean, you played well too. It's not like you made horrible mistakes the entire time and then drew well at the end. I mean, you played good the entire time and got the win. That's the name of the game. Hello, opponent. Ah, time for MVP Alert Herd Bonder to do some work. Bummer. I'm fine with this now. I can play my small creatures. Red-white cycling is the bane of the stream's existence. I probably should have suspected that they had Divine Arrow and but I just didn't want to. Yeah. We're at a high life total. They didn't get off to an explosive start. Sure. We're going to have Archipelagore with Glimmerbell, so they won't be able to tap it. Ah, Heed Bonder. If only I had drawn you at a later time. A whole new world. You know. So they'd have to have 4 cycling cards here. Hitting them for 9 is really good because it puts them dead to this thing next turn. They have us at 8, so they have to hit 4 cyclers in a row. Whew! When they said good game, I thought that meant they'd hit another couple cyclers. But we got there. Back into the top 400. Feels good. Welcome to round something or other. Round 8. I think this is final boss against Gigantha. I don't think I've ever beaten Gigantha. We're going to have to draw some of our good cards at some point this game. Probably not going to play this. Probably going to cycle it to try and find action. But Gigantha's pretty good. Ooh, they mulliganed to 6. I find it really hard to see what's going on this one. Them mulliganing helps. My hand isn't particularly good, though. I think Island might have been literally our worst draw. But it's not like the end of the world, it's just like not ideal. Ah, red-white cycling with Gigantha. Great. Forest was a close second for worst draw there. Do you keep the card from your draft? You do. Many 1/1s are made this day. So Kogla's going to be huge here. Not really, Giraffe and Kaiser. The only difference in the draw algorithm is it draws you like 2 starting hands instead of 1 and then chooses the better one, pretty much. Or the one that it thinks is better. Yikes. Here comes our sudden spinnerets. Six and 1. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, that's so good for us. They didn't kill our Kogla. Kogla can just knock this thing out of the air. And next turn it'll be indestructible. This is a big turn. Can they kill Kogla with a pacifism? No, they cannot. Haha. We're still at 20 life against cycling. And we have Kogla in play, and it's like indestructible forever. Huge draw there. Some nice life gain. They kept everything in their hand. They have their Gigantha now. We can block and then bounce it. We don't really care about reach. So we're only taking 5 a turn here. Nothing I can do about it. I took 8. Are you kidding me? Wow, we were 1 point of life off. Ouch. And Glimmerbell into 1 of 1 mind. That's why I was attacking with Coglaw, so I could, like, kill them before they got me in range to do something like that. The problem is just I can't interact with it in any way. So, like, sure, it's cool, but, like, what am I supposed to do in that game? Like, if they have double Zenith Flare at any point, I'm just going to take, like, 20 damage. It just kind of... I guess I would have to have Neutralize or Convolute or something, but even Convolute they might be able to pay for. Ooh, they have Kahira. Okay. Okay, I see what you're up to. If they hit a single flare, would it be correct to go for face? Hard to say. We can pacify that. Good game, Chris. Sometimes you got the double zenith. Actually, yeah, double zenith was super hard. I don't know if I could have done anything differently there to try and prevent that, but definitely a good one. I really want to try it. Yeah, that's just too greedy. Let's just go for this. Yeah, that's the thing about the cycling deck that's really irritating, is there's no way to interact with that unless I have like a weird convolute. So that's why I was attacking you with Coglaw, was so I could kill you before I got into like Zenith Flare range. The Lava Serpent was not something I expected either. I wanted to get like a Goriac too to start gaining too. But yeah, that was a crazy game. This game's looking like it's going pretty well. Perfect. They all must be highly ranked. All viewers in my chat are highly ranked. Only the highest ranked. If I don't draw a land this turn, I'm just going to bounce Kahira. That's awesome, Chris. Epic. No, where's my land? At least we're not going to have to discard to hand size anytime soon. He looked like he had a pretty good version of the deck Space Toad, so it was probably relatively open. There's a Kog'Maw. Kog'Law, I mean. We'll just scare away the Kahira. We're not going to go for like a greedy Dreamtail, try to hit a land type deal. We can just stall. Probably have a kill spell for this guy. It's a real shame that we can't hit lands right now. Thundermanes are a fine payoff. They aren't the best, but they aren't the worst at all. I mean, they're like definitely better than Dranith Stingers and stuff. They're just worse than Zenith Flares, and probably the one that makes 1/1s, and the 5/4 Trampler's pretty close. Yeah. If you'd hit that extra land, Chris, to play your Gigantha, like when I got by the time I got my Kog'Maw, and I could have killed Gigantha and your enchantment the next turn. I just really wanted to get Kog'Maw out so I could start pressuring you, but yeah. That was a really good game. Your deck looks sweet. Okay, this is irritating. Okay. Yeah, we did it. So I think I'm just going to get a forest for this Kog'Maw, because then Kog'Maw can kill this. Better than the Gyruda, because I can just draw an island and play Gyruda. And I can even bounce this with Kog'Maw. What do they have in their hand? What could they possibly have? Trying to just play low impact stuff. Like, do they have an ultimatum in their deck? We both have very good hands. Like, my hand is stacked full of spells. They might just have a lot of land or something. There's no way. They have gone through like half their deck. They gotta have. They wouldn't have that many cards of a splash. Like, they probably have like an Essence Scatter that they're holding up. Maybe Ram Through, but they have no targets for Ram Through that they deem worthy. Yeah, I'm not really pressuring them, but I'm not under any pressure either. And my hand is also stacked, so... Okay, there we go. They can't untap this. They have 3 cards in hand. Let's try to get him with the clever play. So we're going to tap the Hemophage. We know they can untap it with their Glimmerbell trigger, but we're going to try and get it with Divine Arrow. So this is like trying to make them take the bait, I guess. Very good opponent. Jeez, they're clever. Or they just don't realize, but I kind of assumed they'd realize. Because they're, like... They've played a lot of the format, clearly. Or maybe they're Mythic before the format, but still. Yeah, that was a good, clever play by them. Okay, now they're gonna do it. If they have Neutralize, I'm still fine with trading a Neutralize for one of my creatures in a Divine Arrow. I should have tapped this Forest, because then I could cast the Gyruda. That was really bad tapping, actually. I'm just going to cast the bird. Oh, I didn't have enough mana anyway. Gyruda can get Kogla, anything from their deck. Hello, Enigma. Let's go for Kogla. They have a Neutralize or something in their hand. I think Gyruda's probably close in power level. I don't know. And they might just have nothing like that. Oh my gosh. They had nothing this whole time. Awesome, Enigma. I'm so glad you're enjoying them. And I can hold this up. This has been a weird game for sure. They just had nothing the whole game, and I just played around everything. We are 6-1 for Havoc. We can bounce this as a human to keep this guy indestructible. And when we attack, we'll get rid of the Capture Sphere. Dang, they would actually be in okay shape if we didn't have Kogla here, because they've stopped this, stopped this, stopped this. We only have one power still. I mean, our hand's also amazing, but like Kogla just destroys everything they're doing here. Yes! Boom, where do we go? We beat the 190 person. We're back in the 300s! Let's go! Feels great. We went up like 500 spots in this draft. I mean, we did have to go 7-1 to do it, but feels excellente. Whew, what a performance. If you did make it all the way till the end of this video and you're watching on YouTube, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below, hashtag climbing mythic to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. Remember to check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. If you would like to join the community Discord server, it's free. Discord, there'll be a link to that in the description below and the pinned comment. And if you would like to support the channel, you can do so via the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. That is going to do it for this one, though. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.